Hello Doge family, how are you today? Doge lovers, before going into details, I would appreciate if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Together we will grow Dogecoin. What I say in my graphic predictions are always right guys. I hope it is useful for you. I will determine the buying and selling points for those who want to make short transactions. And I will tell you the important developments today. Doge at an inflection point as momentum builds to the downside. Dogecoin price is approaching the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since June 22. Doge head and shoulders neckline currently rests just below the 200-day SMA at $0.160. Meme token nears another oversold reading on the daily relative strength index. Dogecoin price rests at a critical inflection point with the May 19 low and May's descending trendline pressing down, while the 200-day SMA tries to restrain the relentless selling pressure since June 29. As long as the trendline is insurmountable, Doge will break below the strategically important moving average and will trigger the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern. Dogecoin price has lost the trust of investors as it drifts lower. May's descending trendline has impeded Dogecoin price strength since June 29, highlighted by the failure of Doge to log one daily close above the trendline. The result has been completing the right shoulder of a complex head and shoulders pattern that originated in April. The measured move of the head and shoulders formation is 82%, establishing a Dogecoin price target of $0.028. To provide perspective, a collapse of that size would smash the support inherent in the 200-day SMA, the June 22 low of $0.152, the April 23 low of $0.135, the 50-week SMA at $0.105 and the January 29 high of $0.100. The decline of 82% from the neckline at $0.160 seems extreme even within the context of a cryptocurrency market under pressure. A more reasonable target for Dogecoin price is a test of the January 29 high of $0.100, equaling a 37% move from the current position of the neckline and 46% from the current price. There is one problem with the remarkably bearish forecast. The daily RSI is already near an oversold reading, and the last time it did mark an oversold condition was on June 22. Moreover, since the beginning of 2019, the indicator has only dropped below 31 other time before June, in March 2020. If Dogecoin price can close above $0.210 on a daily basis, it would be the first confirmation that the slow drift below May's descending trendline has come to an end and position Doge to explore the resistance framed by the confluence of the 50-day SMA at $0.280 with the June 29 high of $0.281. A rally to the 50-day SMA from the $0.210 trigger would yield a 30% gain for investors. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe guys. We are a family and together we will grow Dogecoin. As a result of the building downside momentum and support and resistance levels crossing, Dogecoin price has reached an inflection point. How it resolves will likely have long-term ramifications for the Doge story. Dogecoin price rests at a critical inflection point with the May 19 low and May's descending trendline pressing down, while the 200-day SMA tries to restrain the relentless selling pressure since June 29. As long as the trendline is insurmountable, Doge will break below the strategically important moving average and will trigger the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern. May's descending trendline has impeded Dogecoin price strength since June 29, highlighted by the failure of Doge to log one daily close above the trendline. The one and only Busta Rhymes joins the ever-growing community of hip-hop artists interested in cryptocurrencies. Even though his interest is exploratory so far, the light a star of his caliber can shine over the crypto industry cannot be denied. A person like Busta Rhymes has cultivated an audience over the last few decades and some of them may fall on the crypto rabbit hole. Of course, his popularity might also come with a few inconveniences attached. Busta Rhymes said, "Anyone here into hash crypto? How y'all feeling about? Click on it and you'll see, every new token and cryptocurrency project under the sun answered with their best sales pitch. It's overwhelming even for us, who live and breathe crypto. Imagine what it might do to a rookie. Where does Busta Rhymes start? How does he distinguish the good from the bad? Who's going to teach him about Bitcoin? I feel like I'm in grammar school with these crypto names. Shiba? FEG? Doge? What's next? Pussy? No, someone tell me something. Help." That's right, Busta Rhymes only remembered the meme coins. Another example of the power of the meme. Glad I didn't listen to y'all go buy into anything yesterday. These prices are going down. Crypto, what are you doing? Well, what's on the agenda, gentlemen? It will be beneficial for all of us to follow the agenda. Especially those who invest should definitely follow the whole market. Now I will talk about the superficial market for you. BTC continued its downtrend on Wednesday, ahead of the June 30th US inflation decisions. During this period, the spot Bitcoin-dollar exchange rate fell to a 17-day low of $31,600 after an intraday drop of 3.46%. Meanwhile, CME futures fell 3.41% to $31,515, extending their week-to-date losses to 9.5%. Afterwards, Bitcoin managed to climb as high as $35,000 at the beginning of July as the bulls continued to defend the support levels around $30,000 against every downside attempt. Expert analyst Will Clemente III states that organizations with a low selling history continue to attract Bitcoin at lower levels from speculative traders, and the strategy is in the process of effectively removing a good supply of BTC from the market. Bitcoin supply shock could happen soon, according to Clemente. He said, given any case of capitulation, in my opinion it is a matter of when the reaccumulation process will end rather than if. Once the process is complete, the market will experience a supply shock. However, after these statements, Bitcoin could not escape the selling pressure at $35,000 and dropped to $31,500 on Wednesday. One reason traders were cautious during this period was uncertainty about how the Federal Reserve would respond to the crisis of hyperinflation. Additionally, it is currently accelerating to its fastest pace in 13 years. Going into details, the U.S. Consumer Price Index rose 0.9% month-on-month in June 2021 and 5.4% compared to June 2020. Higher inflation data focused on Powell's appearance before the House Financial Services Committee on Tuesday, 9. The central bank governor expects to clarify his position on the continued rise in consumer-driven inflation. In his previous statements, Powell suggested that the Fed should act cautiously unless it sees a maximum recovery in the U.S. labor markets. So, with the backing of some of his like-minded officials, including the New York branch chairman, John Williams, Powell may well ignore the Fed's $120 billion monthly asset buying program cut in the wake of strong U.S. growth and high inflation. Peter Williams predicted tension. Meanwhile, Evercore ISI economist Peter Williams predicted that rising CPI data would increase tensions among Federal Open Market Committee members. He added that some interest-bearing members will generally follow the Fed's wait-and-watch approach, considering that inflation is temporary. As for Bitcoin, the outlook remains uncertain, especially after the cryptocurrency's failure to respond to inflation alarms in recent months, China's crackdown on the crypto sector, increased regulatory scrutiny, the Fed's rate hike plans for 2023, and Elon Musk's anti-crypto tweets continues to carry on. Fortune reports that Bitcoin is on its way, ignoring recent increases in key inflation metrics. This makes cryptocurrency a dubious hedge against rising consumer prices. But Joel Kruger, Forex strategist at London-based investment firm LMAX, takes a different view. The analyst noted that Bitcoin's long-term prospects continue to be bullish as there is a legitimate fear of rising inflation. Additionally, Kruger tweeted late Tuesday that there are more setbacks to some investors looking at Bitcoin as a risk-related emerging asset. We've come to the end of the video, guys. I hope you understand what I want to say. Express your thoughts by commenting. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.